We gotta stop sending Joe Biden to disaster zones to give speeches because he tries to relate to these families who are going through the most horrific experience of their lives. They sent him down to Hawaii for the fires. He's like, look, folks, look. I know exactly what you're going through here. House. He's always got like ice cream cones stuck in his throat. House is burnt to a crisp. Family members lost at the 300. Lost, dead. I had a similar experience. In 1995, I burnt the popcorn on my stove. Look, not a joke. I lost 300 kernels that day. They sent him to the floods in Florida. Look, folks, I relate to what you're going through. Your house is flooded, destroyed. In 1892, my ice cream cone fell on the ground. No, look, not a joke. It was chocolate chunk. I remember like it was yesterday.
What's going on, guys? Today we're checking out hilarious comedian roasting Joe Biden. Let's go.
Biden, in his term, pulled out of Afghanistan and pulled into Ukraine, Taiwan, and now Gaza, thereby starting wars with Russia, China, Iran, and basically the whole Middle East. And this guy knows he's gonna die. It's a suicide mission. He knows what he's doing. Biden's a straight up jihadi. That's what he is. Forget Al-Qaeda, Al-Biden, okay? That's ISIS right there. Osama bin Biden, that's what that is. And you know who's been silent this whole time? Kamala Hamas.
That was funny.
President, can you tell us, sir, Donald Trump refers to himself as a political prisoner and blames you directly. What's your response?
No, don't stop! Don't stop! Why can't they tell him whenever he's out in public and he stops? No bueno. Okay, go.
Sir? Do you think that
Just look at that smile. So creepy.
an impact on the campaign? We'd love to hear your thoughts, sir.
Why does everything have to be so weird?
He's got a point.
Welcome to the real world.
Like, she's crazy.
So girls, what have we learned about grocery shopping?
I don't want to be an adult.
I don't want to be adults.
It takes me an hour worth of working, and I still can't even buy this.
It's three.
And it's 3 pieces of chicken. An hour of working doesn't buy me one thing of chicken at all. I'd be lucky if I got 2.
All that, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, that is called Bidenomics. That is called Bidenomics, and we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Welcome to Bidenomics. We all know that Trump is going to do a better job with the economy.
Low-key, Biden is more entertaining than Trump. The guy is unbelievable. But they don't let him out the basement. That's the thing. You think he lives in the White House? How'd he get lost in the lawn? Did you see that? Remember when they let him out the basement? They took the leash off and he walked into a bush in his own house? He walked straight into a bush, disappeared like a Homer Simpson meme. Just completely disappeared. You do that in your home? There's no fucking way you do that in your home. Bro, he fell up the stairs. You don't remember that? He's 375 years old, hit some stairs, rolled to the fucking top of them, defied physics. That's how bad he wants to go to heaven. He's like, is this a stairway? Any way I can get to heaven, get me the fuck out of here. There was a month where every child within 2 feet of him, he bear hug and sniff their head. You don't remember that? 1 whole month, every single kid just... They started giving him Jewish kids so there'd be a little protection. He was yanking off yarmulkes and just sniffing dandruff off their skulls, bro. Even his son Hunter was like, you sure that's dandruff? The whole family...
Oh, don't show me, it's so funny.
Register to vote, booths closing soon.
So you guys are voting for Biden?
Oh yeah, big Biden guys. As feminist men, we can't stand Donald Trump. That misogynistic should be in jail for what he's done.
I wish all guys were feminists like you. Here's our number. Call us sometime.
We will.
Nice, brother. Boys strike again, brother. I got dibs on the Latina, brother.
I want the pink girl, brother.
Excuse us, boys. Is this where we vote for Trump?
Yes, it is. Big Trump guys.
As followers of Christ, we can't stand Joe Biden.
That perverted asshole should be in jail for what he's done.
I wish all men were followers of Christ like you guys. Here's our number. Call us sometime.
We will. Nice, brother. Boys strike again, brother. I got dibs on the blonde, brother.
I want the redhead, brother.
Are you guys actually gonna vote, or are you just gonna hit on girls all day? Nah, we're not voting for any of these guys.
Let's go to the other park. I heard there's some hot girls over there, brother. Yes,
I like the chick with the red hat much better.
People forget Joe Biden is still in charge. Biden's clearly got dementia and he's escalating tensions with Russia. I'm just worried he's planning on starting World War I.
Too old to be president is an age where you're scared that you might not live to see the next day because a country is depending on you to run them. Also, as long as you don't have any like mental health problems, like say you have dementia and you're sort of losing your memory a little bit, and people with dementia, they're perfectly good people, but they're probably not the best kind of person to run a country because they might not remember everything.
Yeah, you're eerily describing what Joseph R. Biden is going through right now.
How can you be so young and already so smart? Beautiful.
What do you do for a living now? You work for the Biden administration. Is your job to wake them up, or what's your job? There's a war! Okay, what do you do for the Biden administration? What a shit show of a job you have. I can't believe you admitted that in front of all these people. You have the freedom to lie. You could have said you were a hooker and I would have been proud of you. What do you do?
I travel to southern states.
What a job, honestly.
You go to the South and try to sell them on Biden? What the are you talking about? That's your job? You go, hey, listen, I know you guys like Trump, but Biden, I mean... Wow. Are you ready to be unemployed, or what's your vibe?
We all know that Joe Biden was one of the worst presidents.
Biden or Trump? Well, it's a hard one, isn't it? Donald Trump is 77 years of age. Joe Biden is 81. Now, I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but come on, prostate cancer. Do you think Joe Biden knows he's president? I think he thinks he's on a tour of the White House. He wakes up every morning going, it's very reasonable for $20, isn't it? Yeah? Very good access. My worry is if Joe Biden dies, will he step down? Or will they just try and weekend at Bernie's that shit?
Bad for Biden, because people forget. They asked Biden to run early, and at first he said no. Right? Early on, they asked him, and I'm quoting him. He was like, do you know how old I am? Do you know what I remember? No, I'm not gonna run. And then he won. The dude wins. And then everybody, anchors, pundits, us, everyone was like, this motherfucker old as hell. It's like, he's like, that's what I said. This dude got gaslit into being president. And we have let him down every single day of his presidency. And by that, I mean we have let him fall every single day of his presidency. This man has fallen 5 times on camera, which means he falls every day. All right? You cannot convince me otherwise. If you do something in front of me 5 times on camera, that's what you do. All right? If somebody smoked crack in front of me 5 times on camera, I'd be like, that's crackhead right there. And he'll miss a day. All right?
That was a good joke. I love
We got
him.
some stupid politician. We got Joe Biden in office right now. Oh my God. I swear to God, if he went to Disneyland, they think the animatronic president got loose. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man. And Trump is hilarious. Whether you liked him or not, his press conferences were the best. They were the best press conferences you ever heard, folks. Fantastic. The press conferences were great. I don't care. When Biden does a press conference, I fall asleep. He falls asleep. I like my president to be awake.
Tell me if you've fallen asleep to a Biden press conference before.
Waiting for Joe Biden to get up out of here. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
I knew it was over once he fell going up that jet. You saw when Joe Biden fell? I said, this country is going downhill the minute he fell. God damn. Because we all been there, right? You ever fell in public? Come on, we all done. The first reaction is to play it off, right? This motherfucker fell again, trying to get up, hit the knee. You like, damn, Joe, get up. And he felt so bad, you felt this pain, because you like, yeah, it's some blood, it's some red meat under there. Yep. It's not a good look. Get him a Band-Aid.
Honestly, it has been funny to see Joe Biden fall down so many times.
Did everybody see how Biden, Biden was like, hey, 10,000, you know? Which is it's something, but come on. Exactly, barely. Biden campaigning was the guy that's like, dude, we're gonna get fucking so much coke tonight. And then it was like time to call the guy, and he's like, I got $7 to throw in. It's like, Joe, what the fuck, dude? You said you were gonna get coke for everyone.
I bet the Democrat would find that kind of joke very, very offensive.
It's been a really interesting time. We're living in Joe Biden's America. Yeah. Joe Biden's my favorite president to hear speak. Why? Because I like riddles. Every time he's on TV, it's like a new ad lib. You know, he's like, folks, when I was a little boy, America was a small town. I broke my elbow, folks. I broken elbow, ages 4 to 9. Go to the doctor was also the mayor, folks. You didn't pay him in money. You give him garlic bread. You give him a whole bushel of garlic bread, folks. Dr. Mayor garlic bread. You say, what? That's the president.
That was an absolutely beautiful Joe Biden imitation, honestly.
Shout out to Joey, though. He was, obviously a horrible president, but very funny, right? Like the funniest guy we could have chosen to be president. Like if you were voting according to who would be like the best hang, it would be him 100%. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like just a day with fucking Joe Biden. You know what I mean? He's like, meet me down by the river. You know what I mean? He's like, he just shows up on 2 jet skis. You know what I mean? Hands you a bunch of pills. Like, take some of these. He's like, hop on. I know a couple Puerto Rican bros that run a Baskin Robbins. Turns out the 13th flavor is pussy. Or however many it is, I forgot. But how many is it? 21? 31. Turns out the 32nd flavor is pussy. There we go. I did that like it was a TV show. All right, we'll get it. We'll get it on this one.
He's probably gonna get banned for this.
You know who I miss? I miss Biden, actually. I never thought I'd say that. I liked it when he was running because I really thought Trump was gonna win. Like you'd ask people when Biden was running, you'd be like, who are you gonna vote for? They're like, oh, they're both bad. I'm like, oh, okay, good, so Trump. What happened to Biden? I like the conspiracies online. They're like, he's been dead for 4 years. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Some people say he's just a Chinese guy with a mask on. He does. Have you seen that one viral picture where he's like this? It does look like that scene in Men in Black where they pull the guy's skin out.
Look at the comparison between the two. Absolutely hilarious. They do look alike.
I'm worried about Biden here. I don't know, but what do you think? Is he gonna... He worries me, right? Because he's president, and I'm watching him on TV like, just get through the sentence. You can do it. Putin is very cocky. This guy's KGB. He rides shirtless on a steed, and And he shows people the pictures. He thinks he looks really good. So, but that's a different type of leader, you know. Biden's not doing that. You saw Biden on a horse with a shirt on, you'd be like, we gotta get him down. That doesn't look safe.
This is an unbelievable moment. You do not look at Joe Biden. Sit down. So scared.
Tony, what an unbelievable experience it is. What a great show this could be. Instead, we've got an absolute idiot here running the show.
This is a moment we will never forget. This is incredible. What a shocking surprise. No one more shocked than President Joe Biden, it seems. He looked so scared.
Who just shit my pants?
Kill Tony is gonna be on Netflix. I'm looking forward to that.
Biden? Oh, do you hear what Biden said? He said that he thinks by May now all the kids are going to get shot. And they were like, you mean a vaccine? He goes, no, the schools are going to stay open. So,
Yeah, Joe Biden, huh? He's a kook, you know. Remember he used to sniff little girls' hair. That was a big thing. I think they beat that out of him, you know. Yeah, there's no way Joe Biden doesn't have shit in his pants all the time. Let's be honest, you know. He's got to have shit in his pants. Yeah. He loves those little... I was always hoping Joe Biden would meet Greta Thunberg. Wouldn't that be fun? He sniffs her hair. He's like, is it hot in here? Is it global warming? She's like, how dare you? He's like, come on, man.
That was funny. Oh, man. Joe Biden? Everyone's so mad at Joe Biden for his inappropriate hugging. This country's come a long way. Presidents used to own slaves. Now we're like, that guy's got to stop hugging if he wants to be president. He's got to cool it on the hugs. That's how you know America's great. North Korea would kill for a leader like that. Did he feed you to rabid dogs? Or like, nah, he tried to embrace me? That was kind of fucked up, I thought, but...
Honestly, Joe Biden has to be the weirdest president ever. I don't miss him at all.
Everything's great. We're fine now. We were fine then. We're fine. Hey, you're the sucker. I bet I can smell her. I bet I can do it first.
Joe, you're an idiot. Please stop.
Hey, say it to my face. Come on, huh? Come on. You want to race up some stairs? Come on.
Joe, everybody's seen you race. You can't race.
It's going to be Trump and Biden again. Isn't that weird? Trump and Biden. It's kind of like a drunk driver versus a guy who keeps falling asleep at the wheel. Like, I think that one is kind of trying. You're like, nah, he's asleep. Never mind. And another one is hammered. But he's staying on the road somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Joe Biden is definitely way too old to drive.
My fellow Armenians of the United Grapes of Australia, it's been an honor and a dignity to serve as the guy who wears his suit and flies in the helicopter. President of the country. Folks, we did a lot of great work. But I was just informed, bingo night at the Civic Center overlaps with some of my presidential duties. So I'm stepping down effective immediately. They said I have to. That was kind of mean. Folks, look, I fully endorse Kamala the Fairest, Kamala the Care Bear, Kamala the Care Bear. Camo.
Thank you very much.
today we're going to talk about the crisis in Spain. Yeah, we're going to talk about the crisis in Africa. Yeah, Russia. And I want to talk about the president of Russia, Putin. Putin, listen to me. I have a very important message to you. The message is, and the president of China, oh, I didn't finish Russia.
No, sir.
Thank you to correct me, First Lady. Thank you very much. God bless you, and God bless.
Thank you all. Hallelujah. Clap to your president. Clap to your president.
Biden pardoned his son, huh? I do love that Republicans are acting like they wouldn't do the same shit. I think I'm a moderate person. I truly believe that. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But, I think annoys us is just all the pretending that you aren't going to do it. But now they're just doing this thing where they're like, oh, if a convicted felon can be president, shut the fuck up, dude. If Mike Tyson ran for the Democrats, I'd vote for him tomorrow. I don't give a fuck if you're a felon or not. All you really got to do, if you're Joe Biden, just go out there and be like, I said I was going to pardon him? I forgot, dog. We would be like, that makes sense. I completely believe he forgot. Hey, yo, Joe Biden is like the woman in the Notebook. Every day you got to wake up and remind him what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? You got to read him a whole story.
Good evening, Mr. President. Hello, Jerry. Jeff. And I must say, sir, you look really good. Thank you. And yes, that's all that really matters, Jack. Jeff. Well, you should look good, but you also have to do a good job running the country. Oh, of course. That's as easy as riding a bike. And as president, did you know that I have done the impossible? No, sir. What did you do? I fell up a flight of the stairs. 3 times in 10 seconds. First senator to ever do that, President.
That was pretty good.
I'd like to see some hypothetical scenes from when Biden met Luxon, please.
Hey, maybe you'd like to visit New Zealand. We've recently legalized euthanasia.
Okay, Joe, we're about to ride a roller coaster. When it happens, the fun part is you put your arms up in the air. When we go down, you say, wow. Okay, got it. And what are arms? And what is a roller coastal? Okay, first of all, it's pronounced roller coaster, and it's what we're on now. How the hell am I supposed to know that? Wow! Why'd you put your arms up? I thought we were moving. Take a pause. Joe, we haven't moved. We're still in the same place that we started. Why did you think we were moving? I felt a sensation on my leg. A watery substance of some kind from my crotch to my ankle. That's pee, Joe. You peed your pants. Oh, right. I was scared. A beetle crawled in my urethra. It's been camping there for months. Gross. What are our arms again?
80 though. Like 80's like, you look at Joe Biden, you're like, fuck, dude, I voted for the guy once. I hope he figures it out. Who knows? They all suck. But when he fell off the bike, I was like, what are you doing on a bike, Joe? Who in your camp was like, Mr. President, nobody cares about your views on healthcare. The American people want to see you ride 15-speed Huffy through a dusty terrain. And Joe was like, no problem, I got it. He said Jamba Juice Jumanji as he f***ing hit the ground. I was like, dude, Joe, this footage should not exist unless you're trying to win $25,000 from Alfonso Ribeiro. This is America's Funniest Home Video to a T. Joe Biden's just in the back laughing. Joe Biden, though, she's going to have to step it up. Every first lady, it's a thankless job. You need a campaign slogan, something to unify the country at some point, right? Every first lady's done it. Michelle Obama famously went hard in the paint with they go low, we go high. Everybody was like, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, MB, nice shoulders, by the way, right? What's your regimen? And then Melania Trump came right back with, be best.
Adam Ray is so funny.
Here to summon a ghost of Christmas past, so he can show me all the things I've done wrong and change my ways. Okay, no problem. I can summon the ghost of Christmas past. I just need total silence for the incantation. Christmas ghost who haunted Scrooge, I need you here to fix old dude. Who dares disturb my gay kissing? I do. I need you to show me how I can be more generous to the American people. This is what you disturb my gay rendezvous for? So I can change you? First of all, that's not how this works. Secondly, you're much too old. What are you, 90? You could die tomorrow. It's not true. I'm a young man. At most, I'm 35, maybe even 40. You're at least 80, maybe 90. Really?
Joe Biden must not run for re-election. He must not seek the office again. Why? Because it's Hunter's time. Hunter Biden is ready to lead. Can any of you smoke crack and drive a car 170 miles an hour? No. That's leader of the free world type shit. It's been a rocky road for old Joe. He's a fun-loving guy, and he is not having any fun. He's not even having fun with, like, the silly parts of being president, like pardoning a turkey on Thanksgiving. Just out there on the White House lawn, like, this is a good bird, man. He didn't do nothing to nobody. Sir, that's German Chancellor Angela Merkel.
What do you do? Right now I'm working at Trader Joe's. Okay.
Trader Joe, that's what we call this guy. He's sold out this country.
This would be the first episode where I literally pass out in the middle of the show.
Welcome to my world.
Would you call me the N-word on my birthday next year?
You're not gonna be here next year.
That's your opinion. No, that was hilarious. You won yourself a fruit by the foot.
What's that in your hand?
He gave me a fruit by the foot.
The old president.
He just gave me a fruit by the foot. Yeah, when you leave the Oval Office, they give you a bunch of snacks.
That's a retirement home.
Huh?
Nothing.
They told me, they said, give a fruit by the foot to your favorite new black guy. You got it, baby. How you doing, Joe Rogan?
This is the closest you two have come to doing a podcast together.
I offered. I was on Facebook.
President Joe Biden, why did you not do Joe Rogan's podcast?
I was asleep. You're gonna call me when I'm awake from 3 to 3:15. Look it up, Jamie.
Oh, you know some of the terminology. Have you listened to or watched an episode?
Oh yeah.
Which one?
There's a part about Bigfoot.
Biden dropped out of the race and endorsed Kamala Harris. This whole election reminds me of that movie Cabin in the Woods. I feel like somewhere there's a big group of underground scientists that are like secretly pulling the strings and placing bets on how we're going to respond to the strings they're pulling. Maybe Idiocracy is a better comparison for movies, but I don't know. It's hard to tell these days whether or not America is a comedy or a horror film. So for that reason, I'm choosing to make it a comedy so I don't slowly die inside.
Let me know if you laugh at this video and don't forget to like if you
Living
did.
here, man. They got things we don't have in America. Ancient old castles and ancient ruins. The oldest thing we have in America is Joe Biden. And he is old, isn't he? Everyone's always like, oh, Joe Biden's old. And I was like, oh, that's rude. And then I thought, I was like, this dude is really old, man. He's just like anyone else, like 80 years old. We would never, you don't trust anyone over 80 with any kind of responsibility, right? No one's like, oh, we're taking a trip. Grandma's going to plan it. Nobody puts grandma in charge of anything. Grandma's just there. Nobody even asked grandma if she wanted to go. Right? You just stick her in the back seat.
He's got a point.
She can't even articulate, but her eyes are saying, help me, let me out.
Honestly, I don't know how Joe Biden managed to stay president for 4 years. Absolute insanity.
Hey, Joe. Kamala. What did I say? Not enough during the debate. Well, at least I told the truth. People want the truth, Carmen. Kamala. Her office is down the hall. Oh, my God. Joe, if they valued the truth, they wouldn't have nominated a convicted felon for you to run against. Kamala, I don't run. I shuffle. Joe, people are talking about replacing you. Do you think I should lay down? No. Oh, because I usually do after lunch and before Gunsmoke. Joe, we need you to prove you can still do the job. Listen, it was a bad debate. it happens. But what's most important is that we continue to do this good work for the great people of this country as President and Vice President of the United States. Now, are you with me?
I'm with you.
Perfect. Then it's time we get back to work, Condoleezza. God damn it.
I like this kid. This just point out the insanity of the Democratic Party.
You guys see Biden fall off a bike? Yeah. Why is he doing that? Like, no one's asking him to do this. I feel like the Democrats have been trying to push that he's this active guy, and we don't want that. We don't really need that from him. But even from the jump when he won, they were like, all right, Biden, you're gonna fucking run out to the podium. And he was like, but my bones hurt. Like, here's some steroids, get out there. And he just like ran out. And then they're like, okay, you're gonna run up the stairs of Air Force One. And he was like, but stairs are tricky. Then he falls off the bike, and they're like, damn it, we gotta do damage control. We need you to drop into a half pipe. But I don't know how to skateboard. Half the country doesn't think you could shred, okay? Get in there. He's like, oh! It's in the big air contest. Oh! Nobody needs that.
Good job, dude.
Because Joe Biden's trying to get the black vote again, so he's going into all these people's homes and But young Joe Biden was a racist, like a full-on racist. So I'm waiting for that Joe. Like, when you have dementia, sometimes 25-year-old you will come out. He's at the dinner table, just something clicks. You're supposed to be on that side of the restaurant. Just can't wait till that happens.
I was watching our president speak. I'm sorry. It was a couple weeks ago, that Mein Kampf speech that he gave. I mean, well, that was the other guy. I'm sorry. I just watched, after about 4 minutes, I looked at Tammy. I said, is it me, or does he look like he'd be a lot happier watching Gunsmoke and eating ice cream? It's a joke, by the way. Don't email me.
Yeah, it's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
I know we got some Biden more. By the way, just ask yourself this: if you voted for the guy, because let's face it, the most popular president in history. Ask yourself this question: if you owned a Starbucks, would you let that man run the register?
Probably not, honestly. He's too old for this.
Did you guys know Joe Biden is still the president? Did you guys know that? Like, he went on TV a month ago and he goes, I can't do this anymore. We were like, keep doing it. Keep doing it for 5 more months. I get our job, you go to your boss, you say, hey, I can't do this anymore. That's your last day of work. You don't work after you say that.
True.
Unless it's, lower stakes job, like the president of the United States. If aliens came down tomorrow and were like, take us to your leader, we'd be like, oh, fuck. It's that guy over there. Hey, where'd you little fuckers come from? Yeah, you're back here. Come on, man. Come on, you little fucker. Let me smell your head. Let Uncle Joey sniff your head. Let Uncle Joey sniff your head. Let's get out of here. This planet's filled with pervs.
That was a good
Biden
impression.
is not too old, right? He has a brand new strategy, and I'll share it with you. His uncle Bosie was killed in World War II, was shot down near Papua New Guinea, his plane crashed, and they never recovered the body. And Joe Biden, and I'm going to quote exactly what he said, they never found the body because there used to be a lot of cannibals in that part of New Guinea. So Joe Biden's new strategy is to out-crazy Donald Trump, to say the things that even Trump wouldn't say. Trump was like, Mexicans are rapists, Muslims are terrorists, and Joe Biden's like, I'll raise you. Pacific Islanders are cannibals. This is the benefit of a president that old. He remembers the racist stereotypes that we've all forgotten. I didn't know this. I picture Pacific Islanders, I'm like, fucking Moana. And he's like, no, they eat people and they got bones through their nose. You're like, Joe? And this is great, because as a British man, I'm like, Joe Biden is finally going full-blown Prince Philip. We lost Prince Phil. I was like, that's the last world leader that I could reasonably expect to use the phrase filthy savage. But now, Joe Biden's going to start saying it. He's definitely going to win in the election. There are some Trump voters who be like, you know what, I quite like this. Papua New Guinea did have cannibals at that time. It wasn't called New Guinea, that's what Joe Biden called it. It hasn't been called New Guinea since 1949. That's another benefit of very old leaders. Old names of countries are always better, right? If you vote Trump, he's going to be like Iran. If you vote Biden, he's going to be like Persia. And that is better. That's what I want. That's what I want from my world leader. I'm just...
Speaking of Alzheimer's, Joe Biden was... I'm not even going to get political here. It's just crazy to me that we have a president that's definitely going to die on camera. It's definitely going to happen. And it's not even going to be like an assassination. He's just going to... I know when it's going to happen. I know when. It's going to be during his 12th booster shot.
The roast.
We're going to jab his arm, his eyes are going to pop out. Trust the science. He's so old, I don't even think he knows what he's signing anymore. I think you just hand him the paper, you're like, Joe, can you spell your name?
I've been doing the Joe Biden goodbye when I leave parties. On my way out, I say, and by the way, and then I leave. And then I go missing for 2 to 3 days. You guys can try it, it's great.
I don't miss Joe Biden at all, honestly.
See, Joe Biden got picked up by CAA. It's like a big Hollywood agency. Just let the guy die already. What the fuck? We're gonna put this guy in movies? What are we doing? The only Hollywood thing about him is that he was almost replaced by a black woman. But, yeah. He's the new mermaid. All right. That Hunter Biden, he's a wild dude. He should be the fentanyl czar, you know? Yeah. You ever see that video of him doing crack and fucking hookers? The whole time I'm like, why would he film this? And I realized, oh yeah, he's on crack. That'll do it.
About 4 minutes into his talk, I paused the TV. Tammy goes, what? I said, is it me or does our president look like he'd be a lot happier watching Gunsmoke and eating ice cream? He just looks tired. I did that joke in South Carolina, and a woman sends me a 1.5-page email. She was upset because I was picking on our president. And he's just trying to save the free world. Made me laugh, too. So anyway, I read the whole thing. I sent her a short email back. I said, look, I normally don't reply, but I said, I got one question for you. You don't even have to reply to me. Just answer the question honestly to yourself. If you owned a Starbucks, would you let Joe Biden work your register? You know you wouldn't let him run the latte machine. You let him greet at the door. Would you not let him greet at the door? He's an affable guy. Let him greet your customers. He'd shake their hand, I'm Joe Biden. And then he would regale them with stories on how years ago he walked the Colombian forest with Juan Valdez himself. Matter of fact, Joe Biden, personally handpicked those beans. They're roasting right now for your cup of coffee. You'd be so happy you'd say, thanks, Joe. I just had a cup of Joe with Joe.
He's a good boy who deserves to be forgiven. If you disagree, it's because he's our son and you're anti-democracy. No one's above the law. Hello? Pardon me, Dad. I know you're giving a speech right now, but I need to be pardoned again. What the hell are you talking about? I'm in a high-speed chase. I just robbed a bank and did some stuff in an alley with the lady of the night. I tried to be a good boy for you, Daddy. But what am I supposed to do when my dad's the president and I can basically do whatever I want? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Anyway, I need to be pardoned again so these cops will leave me alone. All right. I hereby grant a full presidential pardon to my son, Hunter Biden, again. No one is above the law. Thanks, Dad. I also need you to pardon Anthony Fauci. Turns out that lady of the night was just him in a wig, and I feel pretty bad for all the stuff he did. I went pretty crazy.
People are speculating about Joe Biden in his pants. I always thought him smelling kids was creepy. But now I'm realizing he's just comparing. You're telling me you've never pants at work before? Then you're not working hard enough. You have no idea how hard Joe Biden works. He has no idea either.
Biden goes, I got something important I want to say and the whole world needs to hear it. I need everybody to listen right now. And he takes a beat, he goes, forget it. The President of the United States. Biden didn't go up there and say, I'm going to set up.
The best joke in the world.
And in the middle of it, go,
The thing about Joe Biden when he does speeches is how long it takes his hand to cover his mouth when he does a cough.
Folks, you don't know. Americans, we need to come together as people, as one, as united.
Like, come on, who's controlling Joe? Who's got Joey?
There was a debate, David. Did you watch it? Biden has a rough debate. He wanted to talk like this. We're going to do things that a lot of people know about. We know what to do. Instead, he talked like this is the people and the pancakes, and we got to find Robert Mitchum. Pancakes. Some people thought it was a little too much. Come on, he doesn't talk like that. You know, can't believe it's not better than the one you gave me. Bed Bath & Beyond. But he does some stuff, some linguistic gymnastics there that made everyone think, okay, can this guy go for 4 more years? There was one person, because there's been thousands of articles in the last few days about this, that said, I thought he had a great day. One of the best I've seen him. If that's the best you've seen President Biden, what does a bad day look like? Just sounds and barking.
I feel like I hear him when I'm behind someone at McDonald's in the drive-thru. I hear
I just love these two together, man. They are absolutely hilarious.
I miss it. I miss the speeches with Trump. You remember that? We used to get 5 speeches a day when he was in office. Anytime you turn on the TV, that guy was giving another fucking speech live, dude. Be in front of a helicopter, screaming, calling a lady a lesbian or something. This is gonna be a tough one to defend at work, but I'm gonna. Now it's sad. Now with Biden, we get like 1 speech every 3 months, and it's hard. He's like falls and shit. It's hard to watch. It's sad. I'm rooting for the guy. Obviously, I want things to go well, but it's hard to watch him do anything. Anytime I watch Biden do anything, I get the same feeling as like, you ever go to a friend's house and they have like a 16-year-old dog and it walks in the room? And you gotta do that whole like, oh, hey, there he is. Just look at him, he's looking great. My favorite thing about Biden is anytime Biden finishes a speech, he transforms into a Roomba. Just...
He's not wrong about this.
Joe Biden, good president or great president? I think he's a good president. I haven't seen anything substantially. What are some of the things that he's done so far that you are happy about? No, I think what he, peace, something that he believes in is something I'm really proud about. President.
I think Joe Biden, I don't know if I'd describe, I think he's the inevitable president, I think, and the president needed the moment he was elected. I like Joe Biden, but I wouldn't vote for Joe Biden again. Good president or great president?
Whoa, that's a hard one. Good president, he's all right.
What do you like that he's done so far?
Not too much of nothing.
President Biden said Friday that he would visit the site
of the Baltimore bridge collapse because, like that bridge, Biden is no longer connecting with black communities. You got to read the polls.
Wow. Donald Trump shared a video Friday of a truck driving in Long Island with a picture on the back of President Biden tied up with a rope. And I'd love to know where to get one of those, because if you have that on the back of your car, you are never getting pulled over by a cop. Also, while he was in Israel, Biden said the Hamas attack was like, quote, 15 9/11s. Okay, you can't go somewhere to calm people down and then start rating things in numbers of 9/11s. That is not a calm scale. It would be like if your doctor gave you Ambien and said, this will make you sleepier than 20 Cosbys.
That was super offensive to some people probably, but honestly, I find it very funny.
I can hit the golf ball very far. It's a little ball, and I am big.
You're 6'5", 223 million pounds.
He's Palestinian, by the way, and he's very bad at it.
He's an alley cat. I'm a dog. Bark.
You know, I don't know what he's saying. I don't really understand him.
Why don't you come over here and fight me, fatso?
And I took a cognitive test, believe me, and I did very well. I know the difference between cow and duck.
Bark, bark.
I've seen you swing. I know you swing. I've played on your swing set. When you push me, I go, wee, wee, wee.
I rode here on a long-necked dinosaur.
Did you guys see that Biden said that the reason he was bad was because the thing was too late? The debate was too late. And normally, like a few years ago, I'd be like, that guy's rubbish. But now I'm over 35, and I've never heard a more relatable piece of information in my life. Anyone in this room over 35 should be voting for that man just on relatability. Like, be honest, over 35, like, this is a fun show, and we're all here to have a good time, but it started at 8, and it's going to be great. But in the back of your minds, you're all thinking over 35, if this had started at 6:30, we'd be done by 8:30 and in bed by 9, so give that guy a chance is all I'm saying.
How do you feel about dropping out of the race?
Look, I didn't drop out of the race. Never dropped out of the race. The fact of the matter is, I'm a worthy competitor, a worthy opponent. Kamala, Koala she's a great lady. But the facts are the facts. I dropped out. And I feel pretty bad about it. But I'm coming back. I'm running in 2028. Biden, 2028. Folks, look, I'm
Can you imagine that? Biden in 2028? No, mercy.
I'm going to be running. Look, look at me. I can run better than most people. Look. Look, if I wasn't fit to be president, can I do this?
You look like if somebody fucked a lint trap without a condom.
Thank you. Mr. Biden.
I'm a big fan. Huh?
That's how I pick the candidate, like the Bachelorette. I give him a rose.
Am I supposed to suck your dick now, or what do I do? What do I do?
Whatever you want. You're the president of the United States.
I'll give it to my wife. You know my wife, Jill?
Love her, yeah. She's one of the best.
Don't you fucking lie to me right now.
I love her. No, I love her.
You're funny. You did the thing. You did what we all did. You get up here, you go for it. You do it. You did it.
I can get it after this. This is so funny.
Biden's like a babysitter who's like, folks, let me take care of the kids. Folks, I'll take care of the kids. And then you come home and the kids are just like in the oven, right? Like his speeches will start out strong and be like, folks, look, Americans, they deserve honor, dignity, courage, bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese, toasted, foot long, hearty Italian. Folks, look. He'll just break out into a tangent halfway through. He's like, folks, I remember I was a little boy. The year was 1812, folks. I was 59 years old. I rode a snail to work. His name was Squanto. Taught me to mean near Christmas. And then whenever he has the most important thing to say, nothing will come out. It's so sad. He'll be like, folks, and remember this, America's all about... The most important part.
Honestly, I wouldn't let Joe Biden anywhere near my kids.
Want to see my Joe Biden impression? All right, here we go. Here's my Joe Biden impression.
Biden dropped out. Yeah, one person knew about it. The rest of you, I'm breaking the news. You should be on your phones more. It was time. He was coughing a lot. We all cough, but every time he coughed, it felt like the cough. He's also doing this thing where wherever he looked like he was staring directly into the sun. You know what I'm saying? I did it. I did over there. I go over there, go over there. Right now, it's happening, okay? I don't know if you've listened to a Joe Biden speech lately. This man remembers every single saying his father ever said to him. I don't remember a single conversation I had before I was 20 years old. And every time Joe Biden my dad had a saying. He said, Joey, if it barks, it sparks. And you're like, what?
Watching Fox News. I was so fucking high. And I like when they're like, Joe Biden, can Joe Biden run the country? He's out there, we're all sitting at home, drowning in our hot tubs and, getting fisted by theme park characters, right? Joe Biden's out there eating chocolate chip mint ice cream, It's like, yeah, he's fucking 80. You ever been with an 80-year-old white man? At some point in the night, they're like, hey. You wanna go to Cold Stone, Green?
Joe Biden, Lord. Joe Biden. And I'm with Joe. Yeah, that guy. He's me. I'm him. Oh, come on, man. It's a bunch of malarkey. You know that because I had the hair on my legs and the kids it's very long hair. They rub it, climb it like a beanstalk. It's on my head. It's on my head now, man. Look. Oh, come on, man. Folks, they cloned me because they thought I was gonna die. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. But the clone had a bug, folks. No hair. Oh no. Is it? Oh, yeah. And then the hair on my leg. Hair on his legs, very long. Oh, come on, man. Look, when I was, I remember it was 1700s. Yeah. 1781. My dog Rex, he was a little baby dinosaur. Little baby dinosaur egg. He was like this, but he... Oh, meat eater. Big. He was real big, folks. Oh, man, he would eat meat. But my parents, they were colonists. Yes. Oh, it came around the Mayflower.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That dude can't talk. That motherfucker stumbles on words.
Well, yeah, they're making a new movie with him. White men can't talk.
Sorry, that's a little good.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna dream big.
Yo, man, say that shit correctly, yo. Come on, Biden, you got this, man. Just splash that shit, yo.
We're gonna get it done.
Get that shit out, man. Come on, yo.
This is some great, hilarious stuff, guys. Joe Biden is a creep. Don't miss him at all. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also join the channel and become a member so you can support me, so I can make more videos like this one for you in the future. Let's go.
Joe, I knew you'd like him since you both have the same fear, stairs.
You want to race someday?
I think I could beat you.
Let's fucking do it right now, you piece of shit.
Of course you're gonna beat him.
Wow. So you're about to watch the President of the United States race a man with full-blown cerebral palsy, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go.
On your mark.
2, 3,
get set. Go.
Wow.
Martin, make sure, even though you've won the race, he'll say he won, and it won't matter that you won. That happens sometimes with this.
Now, me and Trump race.
No.
Our current president, Joe Biden's here. Mr. President.
Good to see you, America. How are we feeling? Happy early Kwanzaa. Feeling good. I can't stay long, though, Jeff. I got a big election coming up. Come on.
I beg your pardon?
Sure, hey, no problem. How many you need? I got pardons for days. You get a pardon. You get a pardon. You get a pardon. I'm gonna give Diplo a pardon for those sunglasses. There we go. Everybody gets a pardon. And tell P. Daddy over there, if you don't make me a gin and tonic with no funny business, I'll give you a pardon too. Oh.
What else? What else?
Holy dandruff, Jeff. Who's that hot lesbo playing drums? Oh, I'd love to sniff her head. Everything's great. We're fine now. We were fine then. We're fine. Hey, you're the sucker. I bet I can smell her. I bet I can do it first.
Joe, you're an idiot. Please stop.
Hey, say it to my face. Come on, huh? Come on. You want to race up some stairs? Come on.
Joe, everybody's seen you race. You can't race.
What are your hobbies? What do you like to do for work?
I like to dance. I
would imagine you're an incredible dancer.
Hey. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Hey, let's see you do that, Mike. Yeah.
Oh my God, that sounds crazy. Oh,
Hey, hey.
oh, whoa. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Wow. Oh shit.
Huh?
What you been doing with all the extra time on your hands?
I went down. Hey, here's the deal. I went to Little Caesars last night. Had some crazy bread. Nothing crazy about it, Tony. Regular bread. I saw David Lucas there. That's all that story is. He was getting a pizza. He's a fat guy. Come on. No, I've been taking it easy. I've been trying to fill up my day with hobbies and Sudoku. I'm trying to make sure that everybody knows what I'm doing right now. But guess what, Tony? Even though I'm not going to be president anymore, I'm going to do it. I still feel like I got it in me to go 4 more years. I feel like it. I thought just because I stepped down. Oh, suck my and lick my. You're a sucker. You're a sucker.
An autist who voted for Trump, get your boy Dank Brandon here. I want to take a moment to congratulate the DNC on losing another election to Donald Trump. You replaced me with a candidate who has the same likability as Greasy, hobo Tate, and expected to win, and they say I'm the retarded one. The Democrats said that I was too old, that I was too slow, that I was a joke. Well, here's a joke for you. What do Willie Brown and the 2024 presidential election have in common? Kamala Harris blew both of them. I shouldn't have said that. But seriously, I mean, first Hillary loses to Donald and now Kamala. This man has beaten more women than Doug Emhoff. Anyways, congrats on losing to Hitler again. I hope he locked you all up this time. Dank Brandon out.
Yeah, we all know that Joe Biden wasn't really the president. It was all the deep state that was running the country for all this time when he was president. And he was a very, very much terrible president. Probably one of the worst in American history. Let me know what you think about Joe Biden. I hope you enjoyed this video with me today, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you had a good laugh. Click right there to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.